Hi, I'm Deb Dedrick, certified high performance coach and your expert guide to leading a happy life. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tip, where you're going to learn how to break free if you're feeling stuck. Today's episode number 118, how to break free if you're feeling stuck. Nope, we're starting over. And we're going to go here. Hi, I'm Deb Dedrick, certified high performance coach and your expert guide to leading a happy life. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. It's my mission to inspire, instruct, and give you tools and tips and strategies and maybe that little nudge that you need to help you create a happy life. And today's episode number 118 is how to break free when you're feeling stuck. And I think it's really a good video, a good tip, because I keep hearing how many people are feeling overwhelmed or they're not making progress and they feel stuck. So that's why I wrote this for you, and that's why we're recording it. And so let's get started. When you're feeling stuck, that's where you aren't making any progress. You are not moving forward. And the best way is to first identify how you're staying stuck. Are you stuck in the study mode? And that is called passive action. Passive action is something we've all done. Don't beat yourself up. I've done it too, where you go from, what do they call that? The shiny object syndrome. I really like that term, where you go from item to item. You go from a book to an online course to the next online expert, and you're internalizing a lot of training, but you're not implementing any of the training. And the best way to learn anything is to learn and do. Versus, so you've got your passive action, which will keep you stuck, or you can take massive action. And massive action is doing the project all the way through until it's finished. And you take massive, focused action steps. And that's a lot more fun than being stuck in the mire of passive action. And when you're taking the passive action, which I'm sure you already know if you're doing it, you need to identify it and get clear in your mind that's what you're doing, and then identify in your mind what it looks like for you to be taking massive action, and then from there identify the project that you want to take the massive action on. You don't want to be trying to do 3 or 4 or 5 different projects. Just pick one and focus the massive action steps on the one project and finish it all the way through. And then you can feel some sense of reward, that oxytocin that gets released because, oh my gosh, you finished something and you're not getting anything done. So as you pare down your projects and you focus on one and you reward yourself because you've developed the clarity and because you've developed the plan, then I think you need to go a little bit deeper. If you're still feeling that sense of overwhelm and you're still not getting things accomplished the way that you want, and you need to identify what you're thinking on the inside of your mind. What thoughts are you having that are going around on the inside of your mind? Because your thoughts create feelings, and feelings create actions, and your actions create outcomes. Isn't that an interesting process? So I'll repeat that again. Your thoughts create the feelings that you're feeling inside your body, positive or negative, and your feelings determine the actions that you're taking. So you're kind of self-sabotaging if it's negative, or you're promoting yourself if it's positive, or you're staying stuck, whatever it is. But remember, you have to change your thoughts, and you need to do something different to get a different outcome. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, which is insanity, you're going to get the same output. If you want a different output, you need to be different. You need to become different. And that starts here on the inside. And I always like to say, be kind to yourself. You're going to have plenty of people out in the world that are not kind to you. And they could even be close family and friends. You need to remember to be kind to yourself first. And number 4, to rewire your brain to support yourself on a regular daily action every day, you need to focus on your thoughts and be intentional about it. Don't just randomly let the thoughts keep going around in your mind. If you start to begin to live intentionally and think about what you're thinking about and press the delete button when those thoughts are negative and keeping you stuck, you can begin the process of rewiring your brain. Isn't that exciting? You can change the course and the outcome of your life just by starting on the inside, by focusing on your thoughts and remembering that your thoughts create those feelings inside of you, and your feelings determine how you're acting, and your actions determine how your life's going to turn out. You know, your beliefs about yourself are very important to pay attention to. So, going back over today's tip, how to break free when you're feeling stuck, identify where you might be taking passive action versus massive action. Identify and focus with clarity on what projects that you want to finish all the way through, and then take those massive action steps that you need to be taking so you can get something done, so you can feel that reward, and you can give yourself a little pat on the back. If you're still staying stuck, focus on the internal volume that you're saying to the inside chatter that you're saying to yourself, those thoughts that might be preventing you from going forward. And remember, you can change your thoughts right now by pushing the delete key. Remember, your thoughts create the feelings create the actions, and the actions create the outcomes. So if you begin to live intentionally by carefully choosing what you allow yourself to think, because you are in control of your mind, and you begin to focus on positive over and over and over again, and pressing the delete key, and you give yourself the patience that you need, and you give yourself the time that you need to change, because change is not an event, it's a process. And in order to rewire your brain and get a different outcome, it takes time and patience. So being kind to yourself, you'll begin to get the outcomes that you want. So I hope today's tip helps you. It's my mission to give you the tools and the ideas and the strategies and maybe the thoughts that you hadn't thought of that you can use in your daily life, so you can go out and as events come up, as situations come up, you have the tools that you need to get the outcome that you want. We have so much that comes against us in life that I believe that we need to become our own best friends. We need to be kind to ourselves, and we need to be kind to each other. So go out in the world and be a positive role model and influencer for good. Thank you so much for joining me. If this tip helped you in any way, please share it with your friend. If you like what you heard here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, until our next tip, go out in the world and be a light in the darkness. Thank you so much, and God bless.